One of the main focuses this year at the forum is on global health. A number of sessions actually focusing on the development of sustainable national health systems, workplace wellness and individual health. And joining me now, Adrian Gore, as you say, CEO of Discovery. Adrian, thanks so much for joining us. Let's get straight into things here. What's caught your attention this year so far? We're well into day 2 of the World Economic Forum 2013.
I think generally more positive. There's a feeling the world is kind of emerging from a difficult time, and there is a real sense of things getting better. There are risks on the horizon. I think those are discussed in a lot of detail. The other issue is, of course, the issue of growth and employment, the need for jobs, and this idea of inclusive growth. A lot of the debates are around that particular issue. In the context of Africa and South Africa, there's a very strongly positive theme. I think Africa really feels on the ascent, and there's a lot of discussion about it, and a kind of a sense of pride, I think, coming out of it. And South Africa itself, I think, has done very well. I think Team South Africa out here has been quite unified. So to an extent, I think there's a lot of different themes that are important. And then, of course, for us, healthcare is a very, very big theme. You know, the issue of wellness and the issue of making people healthier and how to do that. So it's quite broad.
Certainly, you've got a lot to be proud of in terms of all you've achieved in the healthcare space. You've presented at the World Economic Forum before. You've done so again this year. And specifically on your Vitality program, what message are you bringing to the World Economic Forum this year?
Well, I think the idea of focusing on making people healthier, the issue of disease of lifestyle, obesity, etc., is a central issue. And the use of incentives like Vitality is become kind of an accepted, it's become axiomatic. So to an extent we have a very lengthy experience in it, and we're a leader in it. So we're trying to share that as much as we can, and we're all collaborators. I mean, this forum is about changing the world, for the better. So I think it's good stuff.
When it comes to the theme of multinationals looking for opportunities globally, you're of course one of them. What's your assessment of the competition you face in the global arena?
Look, I think at the end of the day, you've got to meet customer needs, and that's what makes you competitive. There are companies that are looking all over the place, and destinations like Africa are what's central in their minds. I think we have a very careful focus in the markets we're in, and I don't believe geopolitical events will affect us. We're either going to deliver to customers, or we're not going to succeed, and I think we know that well.
With that kind of success that you've boasted so far on the African continent, and with the progress you've made, some may see you as their opportunity for a foothold into Africa. To what extent do you see Discovery standing as a potential target?
I don't think so. I think that, look, I'm proud of what we've got, and I'm proud that we are seen internationally as a leader in what we do. But I think that we are maybe seen as collaborators in certain ways. We have a very careful partnership model in how we enter other markets. I don't think that's an issue. I'm very proud of the fact that in the forums I go to here, Discovery is well known and our country is well known.
What are some of the opportunities you've identified here? Give us a hint as to the kind of conversations you've been having in the corridors.
I think for us in our specific markets, understanding more about China, understanding more about how Europe will play out, I think gives us, and I'll take back to our company, some strategic ideas of what we should be doing. At the same time, in the context of healthcare, there are specific ideas that I think are percolating that hopefully will manifest in better products. So I'm very focused on what you can learn and how you take it back to the team and get it into the market.
We had SAB Miller's Graham Mackay, one business voice that got pretty loud yesterday about the risks and challenges of doing business on the African continent, while we've had government on the other hand and politicians bringing some assurances to the table. What do you make of the South African delegation's mood at the World Economic Forum this year?
My sense is that it's positive. The President yesterday in the South Africa tea focused a lot on political on certainty and economic certainty, on policy certainty, and he used that word a number of times. And I in fact think that that's the key issue. I think investors and local businesses want certainty. I think the National Development Plan is now there, it's accepted. Manguang is now come and gone, it illustrated stability, and I think the coalescing of those factors has created a sense of stability, and long may it last. And I think that the team, I think, is hopefully exhibiting a sense of stability and certainty, and that is what investors want to hear, and that's what businesses want to hear, and that's what makes investment.
How are you rating Discovery's resilience and dynamism moving into 2013?
I'm confident. I believe that a business must grow despite the economic conditions. We've managed to do that, and I'm feeling that if the economies lift, in the UK where I think we're doing very well, if the UK lifts, we should lift with it. So I'm feeling optimistic about the future. A lot to do, but cautiously optimistic.
Let's leave it there. Adrian, thanks so much for withstanding the cold and bearing it. I mean, what are you making of these sub-zero temperatures?
Not for South Africans.
Not for South Africans at all. Adrian, always a pleasure. Thanks so much for your time.